I'm your Channel 12 meteorologist, Lorante Barbie, in the Storm 12 Weather Center. Just wanted to kind of give you guys an update on what's happening with the weather front. As most of you do know, we are tracking severe weather that, of course, is going to be moving through parts of our area. And with that, we do have the chance to see a couple of strong to severe storms that will be moving through, especially as you go areas south of Interstate 40. That's really where we're going to have the main focus on severe weather. And I just want you guys to know that this is not to frighten you. This is not something that we want to scare you or anything like that, but it's mostly importantly, knowing where you will go in the event of any type of severe weather. We want you guys to know what's going on. We want you to know when it's happening, why this is happening. We want you to know all of those things. And that's why we bring you the Facebook Lives. That's why we bring you so much stuff so that way you can prepare for these storms. So right now, I'm just getting everybody on at the moment before I begin. So if everybody can just bear with me for at least a good 1 minute. That's all I need. It's just one good minute. As I try to get everybody into the Facebook Live here. I know some of you are probably signing on for us at this hour. Some of you just getting started, right? We're here. We can do this. Yes, so we're also streaming on the YouTube page as well. So if you guys are having issues with the YouTube or the Facebook, we are streaming over on the YouTube channel as well. So I just got asked just a few short moments ago, are you streaming on YouTube? Yes, we are indeed streaming on the YouTube channel. And I hope all of you can hear me. I know that there's been a little bit of audio delay, but hopefully you guys can hear me. And we're going to get you guys through this. That's the main purpose of the goal today, is getting you guys through the storm, getting you guys past what's going on. And like I said, it is just something that, Mother Nature is deciding, hey, she wants to have a little fun with the weather today. So we're going to dance with Mother Nature. And like I said, it can't last all day, right? It's got to eventually come to an end. So right now I'm just sharing my Facebook Live to lots of different groups. So that way you guys are able to see this as well. You can also pass this down to family members as well, so that way they can watch it too. Want all of you guys to be safe during today's severe weather, whether if you are in a severe weather threat or if you're not in a severe weather threat. It's still important that you guys still remain weather aware, have multiple ways to receive warnings. I'm actually going to pull up the outlook for today. Because that is where we do still have that risk. So what I'll do right now is I'm still sharing to different groups here. And moderators in these groups, please don't kill me. I only want you guys to know what's happening with the weather, okay? I promise. So I kind of can't really show a little bit too much here, but you can kind of tell where we have the area shaded in orange, which I'll kind of stop radar for just a second so you guys can kind of get a visual idea of what's happening. So right now, most of areas south of Interstate 40 are under a level 3 out of 5. So what does that mean? It doesn't matter if you're in a level 1, level 2, level 3, 4, or 5. You have a chance to see severe weather today. The tornado threat is on the low side for us today, but it is not zero. So what does that mean? That means that there can still be conditions where a tornado could still form. Most of the ingredients looks to be areas south of Interstate 40. This is where we had a tornado warning. I believe it was just yesterday for parts of Franklin County, Franklin, Tennessee, also parts of Moore County, Tennessee as well. So again, it doesn't matter where you're at. If you're at a level 2, level 3, I still need you guys to be weather aware. I want you guys to keep a very close eye on my Facebook periodically throughout the day. So that way you can share this with friends, you can share it with family members. That way they can stay weather aware as well. That is such a hard word to come out, I promise. Right now we only have one special weather statement, and that is back over towards parts of Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. Like I said, winds gusting up to about 40 miles per hour, pea-sized hail possible. This is a storm that was located along a line that extended from parts of Summertown to near Lawrenceburg to near Loretto. It's just moving northeast at 50 miles per hour. Right now, this storm is being behaved at the moment. But however, if it kind of holds together and picks up on some speed, we'll need to watch for a severe thunderstorm warning with this particular storm here. But right now, this storm is behaving. But again, there is a look. Like I said, I'm sharing my Facebook Live. And if you guys are on my Facebook Live as well, you can share this with friends, tag them, especially if you have folks that live in south of I-40, or if you're in that level 2 out of 5. You know, we want you to be just as weather aware as anybody else, okay? Everybody has the chance to see somewhat of severe weather today. We're really expecting these to be stronger, severe thunderstorms, but however, Mother Nature has fooled us, and we have seen that turn for the worst, and sometimes it can fool us and still be just as a normal storm, right? So we just want you guys to be safe. That's all. And the reason why I'm on live right now is just because I wanted to kind of give you guys an update and talk about exactly what's going on. So let me just kind of, so this is that slight risk that we have up here, and I'll kind of show you that big picture. So this is that, if I zoom it out, there is a look at that big picture there. So you'll notice back over towards Arkansas, even back over towards Raleigh, North Carolina, Charlotte, back over towards Columbia, down south of Interstate 40, Jackson, Montgomery, and even in parts into Macon, we are under that level 2 out of 5. But you'll notice this level 3 indicator here extends all the way back over towards parts of Birmingham, Huntsville, Alabama, Atlanta, Georgia, back over towards Tupelo, Oxford, and then again includes a little bit of the Chattanooga, Tennessee area, back over towards Shelbyville and Lynchburg, even Lawrenceburg, Collinwood. So just areas south of Interstate 40 is in the mix of that that level 3 out of 5. So that's our enhanced risk. So that's just that 30% chance of seeing a couple of strong to severe storms in the area. That also means that the potential for maybe one or two, a couple of tornadoes possible. Again, it's all about the ingredients, that peak heating of the day. We kind of talk about this all the time. Most of you guys know I say this a lot, and I'm going to continue to say it. Just because the tornado threat is low, it's not zero. I still need you guys to stay weather aware. I still need you guys to have that plan in play, just in case if you do need to go to shelter, you know exactly what to do. I know that severe weather has come to an end. Our severe weather season has, because we all know that March, April, and May tends to be the biggest of our severe weather season. But Mother Nature, she's not out of the woods just yet. She still has a little bit of ingredients that she wants to mess around with and play around with. And we just got to get you guys through it, and that's what we're going to do. So again, I kind of shared this in different areas. If you guys can just kind of share my post around, that'd be great. But like I said, I'm only on here for just a little bit because I want you guys to see what's going on. So again, special weather statement. Winds gusting about 50 miles per hour. That's literally it with this storm, but we'll watch it to see if those winds pick up a bit, and then maybe we'll watch for a severe thunderstorm warning. And we've got a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings down south, but that's not in our viewing area. I'll show you what's happening here at home. So this is that kind of idea of where that level 2 is. So notice back over towards Livingston, the Cumberland Plateau County, Macon County, Sumner County, even back over into Nashville, right? So we have that level 2 out of 5, 2 out of 5 right now going on there. And then the further north you go, your chances of severe weather, like I said, I'll show you the big picture. So the further north that you go, your severe weather decreases. The further south of I-40 you go, especially back over towards Mississippi, Atlanta, Georgia, Alabama, like areas like that, you have that level 3. And unfortunately, south of Interstate 40 here in Tennessee, you are included with that. So what I want to do is just kind of show you what these storms look like, kind of like in 3D. I don't know if it's going to work, probably not. I'm I'm still messing around with certain stuff on the radar, but I want to kind of show you guys how these storms look like in 3D. Not really strong at the moment. We're not really tracking anything major or hectic for us at this moment. However, I do want to kind of show you the different outlooks that we, continue to monitor. So that was the severe threat. Let's talk about the tornado threat. So our tornado threat, okay, this is literally a 2% risk, okay? And I'll just kind of zoom this out. So a 2% risk for possible tornadoes today. Yesterday, it did look a little bit better, but however, today it's just really a 2% risk there for if any storms were to fire up. We got that 2% risk for storms there, and it's just important that you guys are paying attention to that. There is a 15 million populated areas that are included with this tornado percentage right here. So just kind of keep in mind that, hey, it's possible. The ingredients are looking like they're there. So we want to make sure you guys stay weather aware. That's it. We want to make sure you guys know what's going on with the forecast, right? Let's talk about the other different outlooks that I want you guys to also be paying attention on. And one of those is the wind. Wind is going to be probably one of the big key factors of the severe threat today as you are looking at your screen. Now, this is a different model here. So this is what helps us kind of track the wind. This lets us know what's going to be the biggest issue with the storms, right? And unfortunately, it looks like the wind is going to be the biggest potential with these storms today. So that is basically that red that you're seeing there. That's that 30% chance of seeing a greater probability of those winds gusting up to 65 knots or greater within a 25 miles of a point. And that 25 miles of a point is your home. Okay, so just think of it like that. So that 30%, if I zoom that out, which I kind of did zoom it out a little bit more, but I'll just go a little bit more. So this red that you see, this pretty much extends back over into parts of Atlanta, Georgia, Birmingham, Alabama, Huntsville, Alabama, Chattanooga, Tennessee, Sandy Springs, Georgia, okay? And then again, clipping areas south of Interstate 40 as well. So that's something that, you guys, if you got loose items outside, get those out, okay? Put them in the house or whatever it is, because I'm telling you, you'll probably get blown away by some of these strong gusty winds that will be moving through here in just a little while. The timing for those storms are actually going to be between now and also 9 o'clock tonight. Okay, so just kind of giving you guys a heads up. I know a lot of people are going to be at the CMA Fest tonight, as again, this is day 3 of CMA Fest. Some people are just going to be out having a good time. So whether if you're out having a good time, you're at the CMA Fest, just keep in mind that there are some storms that are coming, and we need you guys to stay weather aware. So again, that level 2, so that wind, okay, so like I said, the further south you go, back over towards Charlotte, North Carolina, Nashville, Tennessee, you're under that 15% of the winds probability there. So there's going to be some gusty winds in your neck of the woods as well. Back over towards Virginia, back towards Virginia Beach and Raleigh, North Carolina, and Plano, Texas. So, again, just kind of keep that in mind that it's possible. It's possible. And then again, then you get down to this brown shaded color. That's literally just a 5% on the winds. So that's back over towards Dallas, Texas, Memphis, Tennessee, Fort Worth, Texas, Arlington, Texas, and St. Louis, Missouri. That's going to include you as well. So again, everybody has a chance to see somewhat of severe weather. If you're not seeing severe weather, you're going to experience some gusty winds today. Either way, you're going to see something along those lines. Last but not least that I want to show you guys really super quick is the hail threat. Now, some of you are not even highlighted on this. The hail threat is really mostly going to be for areas south. So this would include, this would include parts of just really Alabama, Birmingham. So we're not really looking at a hail threat with these systems today. However, though, that wind is really going to be something that we're going to monitor here. So I'll kind of zoom out the big picture here so you guys can just kind of get an idea of where that hail threat activity is going to be. And it's mainly going to focus on areas where that 15% shade is. Atlanta, Georgia, Plano, Texas, parts of Birmingham, Alabama, Montgomery, Alabama. And then that 5%, so that brown shaded area there, that's where we're going to have parts of Dallas, Texas, Memphis, Tennessee, Fort Worth, Texas, Charlotte, North Carolina, and back over in towards Nashville, Tennessee. So again, hail threat, not looking like we're going to see a whole lot of a hail activity, but still, any storm that does produce, we need to keep a very close eye on it, as we do still have that 2% risk of tornadoes there. I'll go ahead and show you guys day 2. So this would be tomorrow's outlook. So if you'll notice, tomorrow's outlook, okay, I'll just kind of zoom it out. So if you look back over towards parts of Oklahoma and Wichita Falls, this is where we have a MDT, that is a moderate risk. Then outside of that box, we have an enhanced risk. So that's that level 3. And then outside of that level 3, we have a level 2. So that expands all the way back over to Little Rock, Tulsa, Wichita, just clipping Dodge City just a little bit there. And then back over towards Plainview and Dallas, Texas, we've got that level 2 and that level 3. So we need you guys to stay weather aware. Here at home, okay, that marginal risk, so that level 5, it's just barely just missing us, okay? We got blessed and lucky with just a general thunderstorm. But outside of that area, so back over towards West Tennessee, and then missing Middle Tennessee, going over towards East Tennessee, back over towards Knoxville, we do have a level 1 out of 5 for tomorrow. However, we'll watch that to see if anything changes, and we'll wait for the next update for that there. And then again, severe weather shifting east again. So looks like the storms, when they move east, they're going to pick back up, back over towards parts of Richmond, Virginia Beach, back over towards Greensboro, and then extending all the way down into parts of Albany, Georgia as well. And then back over towards Tallahassee, Florida, Jacksonville, we're picking up on that level 1 out of 5 for storms. So it looks like we just got a severe thunderstorm warning that just went into effect just a few short moments ago. This one, however, does not have a tornado tag. So what I'll do is I'll turn the outlook off so you guys can just kind of see radar for us at this hour. So this is the severe thunderstorm warning, and I guarantee it's probably because the winds gusted past 50 miles per hour. Normally within a severe thunderstorm warning, winds that gust over, I think it's 55 to 58 miles per hour, that becomes into a severe thunderstorm warning. This severe thunderstorm warning is going to be for parts of southern Lawrence County and also Giles County in Middle Tennessee. So it's out until 2:30. Winds are indeed at 60 miles at the severe thunderstorm warning. Okay. Expect damage to roofs, sidings, and trees. Some of the locations that this storm is going to impact, we're going to include parts of Lawrenceburg, Pulaski, Loretto, Ardmore, St. Joseph, Elkton, Minor Hill, Good Springs, Leoma, West Point, Frank Wing, Iron City, and Prospect. This will include also Interstate 65 between mile markers 1 and 22. So if you guys are familiar with these locations, definitely let your friends know, hey, yeah, we got a severe thunderstorm warning for Giles and Lawrence County. Right now, this does not have a tornado tag on it. And I'll just kind of put this into 2 screens so you guys can pretty much just see what I'm talking about here. I really don't see anything in the way of any tornado activity at this moment. However, we still have a severe thunderstorm watch. And again, tornadoes, at least we have that 2% chance of seeing a tornado possibly, ingredients possibly forming together there. But right now, one screen you're looking at the radar, the other screen you're looking at velocity. And some of you are probably like, hey, what is velocity? So you have the green and red. So red goes away from radar, green goes towards the radar. And normally when you have green and red both going towards the radar at the same time, that's normally where you have your rotation at. And the only thing I'm seeing on this particular radar right now is just green. So that means there is no areas of rotation right now, but that can eventually change. We see a lot more red than we do with green. So when you see the green and red combined together, it kind of makes like a grayish, light grayish, dark grayish kind of color. That's where you would have your areas of rotation there. But unfortunately right now, we're not seeing any bit of rotation right now, and that's good. We don't want any rotation right now. So we're not going to do coverage on this severe thunderstorm warning just because it does not have a tornado tag. But we're going to keep a very close eye on these storms for you all day. What I want to do is just kind of give you a time lapse of these storms since earlier this morning. So take a look. This is the time frame. So we're going 5:45. Okay. And I'll just kind of show you the kind of time frame of these storms. So about 7, oh, it just kind of messed up. So about 7 a.m., 7:30, you can kind of start seeing these, the rain showers kind of start coming in. So here we are. We're moving in about 7:45 here, 8 o'clock now. 9, so 9:30. Some of this has lightning strikes with it, and then again here it is. So this is at 11:19, right? So 11:19 you start seeing these showers start to pull through parts of the area, and then we'll kind of take it on up till about 12:12. There it is, those showers and storms continuing right there west of I-65, crossing over into parts of Aaron, Tennessee, getting ready to enter into parts of Dixon and Centerville, Tennessee. And then here we go, 12:43, right? There goes those showers now starting to move in. And then here we are, boom. And one thing I want to show you is the one thing that's been very impressive is some of the lightning strikes too has been very impressive with some of these storms that has moved through. So just be careful, be aware of lightning, and remember, if you're in these storms, do not, and I say this with all the love in the world, do not go outside when it's lightning. That is very dangerous, and we don't encourage you guys to do that, right? Let's stay away from that. So again, this is a look at radar one more time. If you're in Nashville right now, all should be quiet at the moment. However, here in the next 5-10 minutes, we'll start to see those showers starting to cross in. They're already moving into parts of Bellevue, making its way on 40. So again, there's a look at North Nashville right now. We got a lot of cloud cover out there. So again, as most of you are going towards the CMA Fest, just kind of keep in mind that there is the chance for some area showers that will be moving through. There's a look at parts of Richland, Cherokee Park, Belmead, Westmead, back over towards Bellevue, Vaughn's Gap, back over towards Harpeth River Estates. So just kind of giving you guys some ideas of where the showers are right now. The heavier showers about to trickle in into parts of Spring Hill, Tennessee. Right now they're located on Jameson and Neapolis, Lanton, back over towards Jackson Heights and Hardy Acres for us at this hour. And then the really super duper heavy rain is actually just south of the Mount Pleasant area, back over towards south of Interstate 40, going towards Lawrenceburg and Pulaski for us at this hour. This is where we have that severe thunderstorm warning for parts of Lawrence and Giles County until 2:30. So just keep that in mind, that we do have that severe thunderstorm warning in play. This is the only active severe thunderstorm warning at this moment. But however, we're going to keep a very close eagle eye on some of these storms for you, especially as it starts to get a little closer into the evenings. That's where we're really starting to expect some of these storms to wrap up, or really fire up is what I mean. But honestly, with me, it wouldn't surprise me if some of these storms start to intensify over the next couple of hours. That's where we'll probably see more severe thunderstorm warnings. Yesterday, we had one severe thunderstorm warning that was located back over towards Franklin, Tennessee, that me and the crew were tracking live yesterday. So again, it really all depends on where the most sunlight has been, and also where the most humidity is at too, and the dew points, right? So you got to think about the dew points, you got to think about that humidity, that sunlight, all of that. It gives it that fuel for these storms to fire up. So just kind of keep that in mind over the next couple of hours. Remember, if you are going to be out, I know there's a lot of you on my Facebook Live. Remember, if you're going to be out, have my notifications turned on. And again, a lot of you still asking, are you live on the YouTube? Yes, if we're live on Facebook, we're live on YouTube, we're live on both channels. Also, if you guys are on my Facebook, make sure that you are subscribed to the News Channel 12 network page on YouTube. That is where you can find all of my forecasts. So if you miss my forecast on Facebook, or if you aren't able to see my forecast on the Facebook page, head on over to the YouTube channel and you can find all of my forecast all there. It's all there, okay? All you have to do is look up Laurente Barbie. So it's my Facebook page name. That's my actual name. Look up Laurente Barbie, LARONTA BARBEE. Hit search in the search bar, and then from there you will find all of my forecast, and you can share that with your friends, share that with your family, because I'm very close to 1,000 subscribers. I'm actually at 927. Every subscriber counts, so we'll make sure that you guys subscribe to me, because every subscriber counts. What was that old saying that they used to say? A little goes a long way. Your mom ever tell you that all the time? Yeah, a little goes a long way, guys. But yeah, let's check the radar one more time. So again, severe thunderstorm warning still remains in effect for parts of the Giles and Lawrence County area until 2:30 this afternoon. So again, possible hail, wind gusting up to 60 miles per hour for us at this hour. And again, remember, we've got that severe thunderstorm watch for parts of Bedford County, Cannon County, Coffee, DeKalb, Giles, Grundy, Hickman County, Lawrence County, Lewis, Marshall, Murray, Perry, Rutherford, Van Buren, Warren, Wayne, White, and Williamson counties in Tennessee, okay, until 6 p.m. this evening. All right, so and that's areas south of Interstate 40. So that is going to be our primary focus on areas that we're going to be watching for. But however, you guys know if there is a severe thunderstorm warning, I'm going to track it. I'll be posting it on the Facebook, so you guys can kind of keep an eye and monitor that there. And the most thing that I do want you guys to remember is that, remember, severe thunderstorm watch, practice that watch, right? Watch means watch out, have a plan ready. And then when you go to a warning means you've already had time to prep up. You've already had time to plan ahead. Now it's time to get it in action. It's time to get to your safe spot. So the next time you probably will see me will be on a tornado warning. Also, just for recommendations, if you guys have recommendations that you would like to see on my Facebook page, also on the YouTube page, definitely give me a shout on Facebook Messenger. I'd be more than happy to answer those questions that you guys might have. Also, remember, you can subscribe to me on YouTube. Just search up Laurente Barbie in the search tab. And then there you'll find all my forecasts. It is under News Channel 12. And then from there, you'll make sure you put those notifications on so that way you can receive warnings, alerts, all of those good things while I am live. So if I'm live, if I'm posting a forecast video, you will get those notifications. That's what I want. I want you guys to be able to get those notifications there. But again, another look at radar really super quickly before we go. I'll leave radar going just a little bit there. But again, if you guys are on YouTube a lot, make sure to subscribe over there. You will find my YouTube in the comments, or some of you probably already have YouTube. You've probably already searched me. And if you already subscribed to me, I'm proud of you and I appreciate it. Every subscriber counts, just like Mama used to say back in the day, a little goes a long way. So thank you. On that note, it is 1:49. We are going to send you guys back to regular scheduled programming. I just wanted to come on here for about 30 minutes, okay, just to give you guys a heads up. And I see that there's so many of you guys, this is like so many followers. Thank you guys for just, watching me, believing in me. I mean, there's just so much that I have to say good wise to all of you. But I'm going to leave it on this. I'm going to leave it on this note. Make sure that you guys subscribe to me on YouTube. Again, search me up, Laurente Barbie. It is my Facebook name. Search me on YouTube, subscribe. Every little subscriber goes a long way. And I am blessed for all of my 927 subscribers, so thank you. We're going to leave the radar up for you so you guys can continue to get notifications. You can watch the radar, track the radar. If there is any tornado warning or a severe thunderstorm warning that has a tornado tag on it, we will be on Facebook Live. On that note, it is 1:50. We're going to send you guys back to regular scheduled programming. This has been a Storm 12 alert. 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 This has been a Storm 12 alert.